next step that you're going to do in your course is to start actually adding content. And where I start always is with my section names and titles and just sort of getting the framework built. So in order to do that, you need to have editing on. So when you originally start your course, it might look like this, except it's blank, of course. And there's no editing features. It's pretty standard. So you go into the top right-hand corner here and go turn editing on, and up pop a number of different icons. And this is the Moodle 2.6 version, so things are a little bit different than what we've been doing before, but pretty neat. So what you'll see is this little cog again, which is that editing. Now, when I scroll over, it says edit summary. This is what it's editing, this top part right here. So when I click on that, you'll see that it opens up to a new page. Now, yours will be blank. So you're going to say, oh, there's nothing in there. Nope, there probably is nothing. So also you'll probably see something like this where this toolbar is flatter. This just opens it up to bring more tools there. So just like a regular word processor, I can go in here and I can add content, I can type things, I can change the font family, I can change the size, I can go up here and change the color, and there's even more colors, so it can get really crazy. Um, you can go in and you can add photos and insert photos or media. I'm just going to show you a little bit about the text features first. Again, you're just going to go in and type in here just like you would in a regular word processor. In order to add an image, then you have to bring an image into Moodle. So let's say I wanted to add the SunWest logo at the bottom here. So I would go in and I would insert or edit my image, then I would go find it. Now I didn't upload anything recently, otherwise I could do a search there, but I'm just going to go and find my file. So this could be challenging. SunWest logos, hey, that wasn't too long. So there's a good one. I'm going to open that and hopefully it's going to pop in there. So I have to give it a name. That means that I can search for it in the Moodle filing cabinet, if you will. I'll call it the SunWest School Division logo. Although I'm not the author, I'm the one uploading it. And I do have permission to do that, so I will upload it. After it uploads, it brings me into this editor. And so I can do the image description, which again, you're going to find is recommended. And it means that when you scroll over the image, little words will pop up. With the appearance, I can set my alignment. So I'm going to set this for the middle. This is a big size. It's 400 pixels. So I'm just going to change that and I'll put it down to 150 and it'll automatically set that. I like a little bit of spacing around my images, so I usually go 10 and 10. And I don't do this, but you certainly could if you wanted to get into some more advanced features. And I'll click Insert. Okay, and that did not sure why it didn't go centered here, but I'll just center it manually by clicking up here. And I want to save those changes and see what that looks like. Okay, now that I look at that, I go, oh, this written introduction really should probably go because obviously I haven't written anything in there. So I'm going to just go back in there, take that out and do some editing. So it's really as simple as that, and I could even move that around if I wanted. And I can make this smaller. When I right click on this and insert edit image, I can change the sizing here. I'll go 200 and just update that, make it a little smaller. Now you'll see on there I added a border. I should have done that a little bit slower, which then really physically does put a border around it if I want that. If I don't, I can just go back in and So there's a few things that you can do and save changes, and you can have a look at what that looks like. So I have something in here I still need to go and check and fix. The same thing happens with each one of these topics. So right here I have topic 1, module 1. So I want to change that. This is a default. I'm going to go back into this edit summary, and this is use default section name, which I don't want. And if I click and save changes, you'll see that it still is appearing. So what I have to do is put a couple of spaces there. I hit the space bar twice to just make that show up like that. And again with this, I can change the size. This is a 24 font in bold. I could go in and change the color if I wanted and that sort of thing. So when I talk about the structure of the course, this is where I usually start, is just organizing my units. I usually write, I need to put a brief introduction here, and I just set it up that way and just get the frame done. So that's what I would recommend that you do next is just put your headings in, your descriptions if you wanted something about the units, and make sure that your headings again are what you want here. I'm just going to press space twice and change that and get rid of that and just call it module 2. Okay, good luck with editing your own settings.